Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're driving a Jeep, Dodge, or Chrysler, and that pesky check engine light just popped on, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most common trouble codes out there, P0133. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this code means, what causes it, and how you can fix it yourself. So, what is P0133? The official definition is O2 sensor circuit slow response. Bank 1, sensor 1. Let's break that down. Your car's engine control module, or ECM, is constantly monitoring the oxygen levels in your exhaust. It uses this information to fine-tune the air-fuel mixture for optimal performance and emissions. The P0133 code gets triggered when the ECM notices that the primary oxygen sensor, the one designated as Bank 1, Sensor 1, isn't reacting quickly enough to the changes in that air-fuel mixture. Think of it like this. The ECM is a chef trying to perfect a recipe. It adds a little more fuel, then a little less, and waits for the O2 sensor to taste the exhaust and report back. If the sensor is taking too long to give that feedback, the chef can't make adjustments fast enough, and the whole recipe gets thrown off. That's essentially what's happening in your engine. Now, let's talk location. Where is this Bank 1, Sensor 1? Bank 1 is always the side of the engine that contains cylinder number 1. On most inline engines like a Jeep 4.0 liter, there's only one bank, so that's easy. On V6 or V8 engines, you'll need to identify which side is Bank 1 for your specific vehicle. Sensor 1 is the upstream sensor, which means it's located on the exhaust manifold or in the exhaust pipe before the catalytic converter. It's the first sensor. The exhaust gases pass. After leaving the engine, what are the symptoms you might notice besides the check engine light? A slow O2 sensor can lead to a few things. You might experience poor fuel economy because the engine isn't running efficiently. You could also notice a rough idle, some hesitation when you accelerate, or even stalling in some cases. And, of course, your vehicle will fail an emissions test with this active code. So, how do we confirm that the sensor is the problem? The best way is with a good quality scan tool that can display live data, specifically the O2 sensor waveform. A healthy upstream O2 sensor should switch rapidly between a low voltage, around 0.1 volts, and a high voltage, around 0.9 volts. It should look like a very active, jagged line on the graph. A slow sensor, on the other hand, will have a lazy, rounded waveform. It will take much longer to switch from high to low, looking more like rolling hills than sharp peaks. What causes this slow response? The most common culprit is simply age and contamination. Over thousands of miles, the sensor element gets coated with carbon, oil, or other deposits from the exhaust. This buildup acts like a blanket, slowing down its ability to read the oxygen levels. Another potential cause is an exhaust leak. If there's a leak anywhere between the engine and the O2 sensor, fresh air can get sucked in, skewing the sensor's readings and confusing the ECM. Less common causes could include wiring issues or even a problem with the ECM itself. But always start with the sensor and leaks first. Alright, let's get to the fix. The most straightforward solution for a P0133 code is to replace the Bank 1, Sensor 1 oxygen sensor. Before you do, it's crucial to give your exhaust system a thorough inspection. Check the exhaust manifold for any cracks, and inspect all the gaskets and connections for signs of black soot, which indicates a leak. If you find a leak, you must fix that first, or the new sensor will just give you the same problems. When it's time to replace the sensor, make sure the engine is cool. You'll need a special O2 sensor socket to get it out without damaging the wiring. Unplug the electrical connector, use the socket to remove the old sensor, and then screw the new one in. Most new sensors come with a bit of anti-seize compound on the threads. Make sure you use it. Tighten it down to the manufacturer's spec, plug it back in, clear the codes with your scan tool, and you're good to go. And that's it. Tackling a P0133 code is a very manageable DIY job that can save you a ton of money and get your car running smoothly again. I hope this guide was helpful. If it was, do me a favor and hit that like button, and subscribe for more diagnostic tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.